Python tutorial, Commodity Channel Index Stock Technical Indicator. Stock technical indicators are calculated by applying certain formula to stock prices and volume data. They are used to alert on the need to study stock price action with greater detail, confirm other technical indicator signals, or predict future stock prices direction. This topic is part of Stock Technical Analysis with Python course. Feel free to take a look at course curriculum by clicking link at the description box below. This tutorial has an educational and informational purpose and doesn't constitute any type of trading or investment advice. Please read full tutorial disclaimer at the end of this video. Commodity Channel Index is a bounded oscillator that measures the stock price variation from its statistical mean. 20 days and constant factor are commonly used to make sure most values fall within bands. Notice that 20 days and constant factor are commonly used, but they're not fixed and can be modified according to your needs. For full reference, I recommend that you read Donald Lambert, Commodity Channel Index, Tool for Trading Cyclic Trends, published in Commodities Magazine, now Futures Magazine, in 1980. Technical indicator is calculated through following steps. A. Typical price calculation. Current period typical price is equal to, and within the numerator we have current period high plus low plus close prices divided by 3. B. Typical price smoothing calculation. Current period 20-day simple moving average of typical prices is equal to 1 divided by 20 multiplied by the sum from the 0 to the 20 minus 1 observation of previous period's typical price up to current period. C. Mean absolute deviation or average deviation calculation. Current period 20 days average deviation of typical prices is equal to 1 divided by 20 multiplied by the sum from the 0 to the 20 minus 1 observation of the absolute value of previous period's typical prices up to current period minus the 20 days current period rolling arithmetic mean of typical prices. D. Commodity Channel Index calculation. Current period 20 days and constant factor of 0.015 Commodity Channel Index of typical prices is equal to, and within the numerator we have current period typical price minus current period 20 days simple moving average of typical prices divided by 0.015 multiplied by current period 20 days average deviation of typical prices. Great, so let's go into Python PyCharm IDE so that we can study Commodity Channel Index with greater detail. Excellent. So here we are within Python PyCharm IDE. In this tutorial, we'll be working within Python tutorial, CCI or Commodity Channel Index Stock Technical Indicator code file. So the first step within the tutorial is to do packages importing. So we're going to import numpy as MP, pandas as PD, then matplotlib.pyplot as PLT, and talib as TA. The next step is to create the data for the calculation of the Commodity Channel Index Stock Technical Indicator. So here we create the object named SPY, which is equal to PD or pandas.read_CSV, and the path to the data file, which is found within the data directory, and its name, which is CCI or Commodity Channel Index Stock Technical Indicator data.txt as a plain text file with .csv or comma separated values. Index column as date, and we parse those dates as true. So let's go into the data file. As mentioned previously, this is a plain text file with .csv or comma separated values, in which we have the first column as date, then we have SPY open, high, low, close prices, volume, and adjusted close prices, in which these adjusted close prices which were adjusted for dividends and splits. SPY corresponds to the ETF investment vehicle, which intends to replicate the Standard & Poor's 500 index. Notice that data has a daily frequency, and it's from the beginning of 2016 all the way to the end of 2016, therefore 1 year of data and 252 observations for each of this time series. So back into the code file, now that we have the data ready, we can continue with the calculation and visualization of the Commodity Channel Index Stock Technical Indicator. For its calculation, within the SPY object we just created, we're going to add a new column named CCI. And within it, we're going to include the calculation of the technical indicator, which is done with TA feature from Talib and using its function, which is CCI with capitals. And the data we'll be using is as the corresponding SPY, high, low, and close prices, which are obtained with their corresponding column names from the SPY object. And we need to convert all of this into an array. Therefore, we'll use numpy or np.asArray for each of this time series. Comma time period equals to 20, which is the number of periods for which you are doing the corresponding calculation of the commodity channel index. And as mentioned previously, this 20 days are commonly used for its calculation, but they're not fixed and they can be modified according to your needs. This was only included as an educational example. And next we're going to print a comparison here of SPY, in which we have the object and we're going to select two of its columns, which are close prices and the commodity channel index, and we're going to print only the first 25 observations. And last, we're going to proceed to visualize this corresponding technical indicator within its chart, which we do right here with fig1, comma AX or axis, which is equal to plt.subplots. We're going to have two of them in which they are going to share the horizontal or x-axis. That's why share x equals to true. On the first of this, at AX0, which is at the top, we're going to plot SPY close prices with their legend located at the upper left. And the second chart at AX1, which is at the bottom, we're going to plot the corresponding commodity channel index, also with its legend at the upper left. And the title, which is the superior title with plt.sup title for these two charts, is going to be SPY close prices and CCI or commodity channel index 20 days and constant factor of 0.015 stock technical indicator, and we show the chart. Excellent. So let's go ahead and run this code file. As I've done it before recording this video tutorial, its name's already stored here, so I just go ahead and select it and then click on run. Excellent. So that opens the running console. We'll briefly visualize the corresponding chart. So we're going to minimize it. We'll go back into it briefly. So notice that we printed the corresponding result, in which we have date, and then we have SPY close, and then the commodity channel index. So notice that these first observations are not a number because we need a certain number of observations before the calculation of the first value for the commodity channel index, which is the one we find by scrolling down. So going back into the chart, we have SPY close prices and the commodity channel index for 20 days and the constant factor of 0.015 stock technical indicator, the chart at the top with SPY close prices, and on the vertical axis their values, and then the chart at the bottom, the commodity channel index has a bounded type of oscillator with the values of the corresponding technical indicator calculation on the vertical axis, and notice that both of these share the horizontal axis of dates, which are from the beginning of 2016 all the way to the end of 2016. Excellent. So now that we've finished studying the calculation and visualization of the commodity channel index stock technical indicator, let's go back into the slides. And as mentioned previously, this tutorial has an educational and informational purpose and doesn't constitute any type of trading or investment advice. Please pause the video now so you can read the full tutorial disclaimer. Okay, so with this we finished this tutorial. Thank you for watching.